Pinq and Vico have just won week 1 of the FNCS Major 1 qualifiers with 3 wins out of their 6 games, beating Cami and Seti in second place by over 30 points, and here is how they did it. Now, Pinq and Vico are going this mountain split where they're starting off by landing on top of this mountain, getting all these barrels just to get their early game shield really good, and in case any other part of their split ends up being contested, they're able to have that early advantage where they both have 70 shields right away. They get a couple of those chests and they're able to just fight off on if they ended up getting contested. In the first game at least, they were not contested. Now, Vico being the absolutely dominant fighter we know he is, with him winning the Red Bull contested last year, he sees this team boxed up on Forecast Tower, and he just sort of creeps up, waiting to get a great shot off, full pieces one teammate, and just absolutely destroys him, able to get the finish off really quickly. His teammate takes height from him, but once again, just such good piece control here from Vico to be able to take out this duo, get them those early elim points, and just set them up really well for this mid game. Now, another really important key to this team's early game success was the fact that Pinq here was using this healing strat that we've seen from a lot of different players, where they're using the shield EMPs on fishing holes to just be able to fish up really quickly and just get so much heals in the early game, so much faster than if he were to be actually fishing these things, to where he just got a 4 stack of floppers with just 2 shield EMPs, and that's just so important in saving so much time and getting those heals off early. Now, since Pinq and Vico dropped at this edge map split, they were able to push another team in Storm. They were able to get another pair of eliminations, and then with this launch pad on height, they're able to play in Storm a lot longer than another team typically would, and then they're able to pad into zone, get good positioning on this 4th zone, and that'll help them set up for a better, more consistent mid game, with them being able to get the positioning they want without really having to fight for it, since they're just launch padding into zone. Now, Pinq and Vico were able to do this really good rotate through just swimming through this river here, because as you can see in the mini map here, there's just such few teams on this side of zone to where they're able to get set up super early and on this dead side of this zone, which helps them out so much. That's what, like, one of their biggest keys to success was in this tournament, is just being able to play zone smart, rotate ahead of people, get into zone faster, and get set up into those dead side positions to where they're not having to be lobby sprayed, they're not getting fought and keyed because they're in bad positions. They're just set up super well, which helps them just stay consistent throughout the entire day. Vico has gone down, unfortunately, to his team psychoing into their box for Surge. Pinq left as a solo. He has the Flowberry Fizz, able to hit an insane rotate to get in front of the zone, able to refarm this rock here, which is a huge advantage, but just beamed so much. The team tries to push in on him. He's able to just rotate out of there, heal up a little bit, but it is not looking good. Now that Pinq is healed up and he is rotating front side, and now that he knows that he has all of these mats to burn and everybody knows he's a solo, he wants to try to stay elevated here in this zone to be able to avoid the low ground congestion, while also being able to hopefully fight a team in these upper to mid ground layers, hopefully be able to, like we see here, get a knock. Now, Pinq and Vico's game unfortunately comes to an end when Pinq is rotating and with the Flowberry Fizz, and unfortunately he just gets beamed, and that is the end of game 1 with a 4 elimination 19. Not bad, but it's just Pinq and Vico's game 2 is very similar to game 1, but they were able to capture the Forecast Tower, and while they were playing for their cash here, Pinq actually goes down fighting for this team, and now it is up to Vico to clutch it up for the duo. Vico on the low ground here, just trying to play his angle super well. Tries to break out the ramp here of this teammate, but just jumps to the side, gets that piece, and just boom. Insta one shot, able to make it a 1v1, going to attempt to just make space, make time, so that he's hopefully able to stick this res like we see here, which is just a super important part. Try to make it a 1v2 instead of a 1v1. As long as you have that advantage, better for him. He's able to get up Pinq here, and now he's just going crazy like Vico does. He's just trying to get the piece, get the elimination here just to finish off the fight. The teammate able to crash pad away, but Vico is not going to let him get that easy. After some time chasing down Spinaldo here, they were able to get back in a box fight scenario with them, where Vico here is just able to take shot after shot. And we can see they're just trying to get this wall and get this elimination. This fight has been going on for long enough, but they just want to actually go in and get the finish. And Vico trying to do everything he can to find this last shot, and he is able to pick it up, Spinaldo down to get them to 2 eliminations. With Pinq and Vico getting their cash, they know that they have the meds to be able to sit deep in Storm. They were able to refarm, and now they're just rotating in, and they have forecast as well, which allows them to know that the next zone actually pulls towards their side. So they feel super comfortable playing deep in Storm here to try to regain all of their mats that they lost in that fight, which is such an incredible play, and that's what leads to a lot of their success in their later games, is they're just able to have that mat advantage. This end game is where we really start to see Pinq and Vico take their true form, as we see this team just jumps in on Pinq and Vico, and they are able to just insta-destroy him. Pinq here with the Frenzy Auto Shotgun is just another beast. I mean, he just boom, boom, boom. Onyx dead. Boom, boom, boom. Tarp's dead. Boom. Duo dead in seconds. I mean, their fighting ability is just insane. With them having forecast this endgame, they are able to stay frontside, which allows them to just play incredible plays like this, where they're just so aggressive on teams because they know they have the better positioning. And Pinq is just, again, insane with the Frenzy Auto. He is able to put that to work so well. Pinq and Vico are now set up frontside on low ground. Vico is the crazy fragger that he is, sees this duo, boom. One shot, insta takes down one of the players, boom, and there goes the full duo, like that. Just Vico is him. While Vico was busy taking out that team, Pinq is able to sit on the front side once again, boom, get one shot in on that player, and boom, finds an elimination here on the front side. Just able to get those mats and really just play super well, able to frag out so well in this endgame, which leads to them getting so many points and able to stay alive so much longer because they have so much extra mats from those players and heals from those players. It just allows them to play such a better game of Fortnite because they have those resources to their advantage. Unfortunately, their game comes to an end when Pinq ends up falling in Storm, trying to make it in, but still a very respectable 9-kill game for game number 2. Going into game number 3, Pinq and Vico once again land their split. They are once again able to get the forecast tower, and they see this solo player and they are on him like nothing else. They are able to pick him off super easily and able to get his mats, get his heals, and get one more elimination on the board. They played the mid game in the beginning of this endgame super safe, but then in starting here, Vico hits an absolutely crazy shot here to break in and get one more elimination on the board. Almost goes down to Storm. He gets down to 11 HP, but they are just able to play their rotates so smart, able to play together so well to recoup, able to get their heals back up and get back in this game. Vico sees these players on the sides of his walls, and he is not going to let them rotate for free. He takes a big wide edit, opens up the shot, and hits one really big, being able to get down one knock, able to just get a couple shots on one other player. But then they're able to get back, rotate frontside, and that is their key. Staying frontside in these zones to be able to keep the positioning, keep people coming to them, is what keeps them able to just keep getting elimination after elimination, just finding so many people here in this low ground. We're just rotating around. Vico getting hit big again, almost going down, and then boom, there it is. A 6 elim, 7th place. That means every game so far they've gone up in placement, so they are just getting better and better and better as this tournament progresses, which is what you want to see from a team. I may have spoiled it a little bit at the beginning of the video when saying that they had 3 wins out of their 6 games, and they've already played 3 games, so, you know. But in this 3rd game, they start off just the same as they have every other game. But this time, when gliding in, they spot this player hiding beneath a rock, and they are just in on this guy. Boom! Pinq with a huge shot, able to get 1 knockdown. And then Vico here, trying to get damage on the other. Pinq out of mats here. And we see here, Vico is just running for him, able to get back to Pinq, and they are just able to recoup, get back together. But then here's the player, smacking on their wall. They are able to re-heal, and now they are just ready to fight this guy. But they are playing it super smart. That's their thing. Pinq and Vico are just really smart fighters. They know what angles to take. They know what they need to do to get the eliminations, and that's their real key to success. Now Pinq here, just on the run, trying to catch this guy, and he is finally able to hit in the final shots to get 2 eliminations on the board in game number 4. The rest of the early and mid game of this game was very simple, but here Vico sees this team that lands really close to him, and Vico just, boom, instantly puts down the 1 player, tries to get in the box to get the last player, but unfortunately he is able to run away. But that still gives them a really good refresh of mats and ammo and heals, and they are able to get 1 medallion, which is super important in these late games. While rotating, Vico here sees this player jump straight into his tarp, and he is able to get him down so quickly to get once again another really important refresh and just get their mats up. That's their key, is just keep their mats high so that they're able to play really safe, play in their own tarps rather than just running around, jumping through other people's boxes. They're able to play in their own tarp and just play super safe. Now Vico, being the exceptional fragger that he is able to see that height is barely connected by anything, is able to take them down, and then while they are healing up, he is just able to, boom, instantly fry them both, giving them 2 more eliminations, and now they have free high ground. Sitting with 6 teams left, they are up to 7 eliminations right now. They are just stacked. Able to pick up 1 more from a guy that is just rotating through zone, and now Vico is just running down, jumping down to try to pick off every last elimination in this game. He is just trying to get any piece control he can. Vico here, able to refarm this tree, drop all of his mats for Pinq, and then he is chopped down, able to hit a big 100 tag, but then unfortunately he goes down, and for Pinq, he is sitting on the high ground. He has some heals, so he is going to run back, try to just pop these medkits, and hope that it is enough to be able to capture the victory royale. He sees the 1 player. He is not quite sure where the last player is, but then here, you can tell that he saw the visual audio or heard the audio of where the player was. He knows he's down to nothing, and there it is. A first victory royale for Pinq and Vico in game number 4. While trying to go for Forecast Tower in their 4th game, Pinq and Vico actually end up getting a team rolling up on them. Pinq and Vico just trying to find a good angle to try to shoot at them. And here, Pinq, he sees an incredible shot, 104 tag on him. And then, boom, he gets damaged so much. He is just able to sit back, rotate around, get the last tag on the kid who is on Vico. And now, with the player right above Vico, he is just trying to recoup himself, get a little bit of heals back before they're going to push in and get that final elimination. Pinq and Vico on this rotate see this team built fully in wood so that they know they are in absolute shambles, and they just instantly run in with the auto shotgun once again. Man, Pinq with this thing is just unstoppable. He gets it in his hands again, and there is 2 easy eliminations right like that. Pinq and Vico are playing these mid-high ground players again so well, and they just have a player drop right in their box. That gives them their 6th elimination of the game, getting them up to 7th place. They still have a good bit of mats left in this game. They are sitting in this mid-ground layers, just playing their mats, playing their heals so incredibly well. They see this player is right above them, so Pinq here trying to play the med kit to where he is able to go up and then catch this player off guard. Now, 4 teams left. Pinq just sitting here playing the medkits in Storm, trying to win this heal off. He has 3 medkits left. It is a 1v1 situation, 3 medkits, and he is just waiting it out, trying to now see if he can know where the player is, to where in case it has to come down to him either looking for more heals or looking to actually fight the player, he is able to do that. With him able to just wait out all of this time, he's just trying to see if he can find any more heals here in the zone. He's not able to see anything, but he hears the player actually grapple, which means he knows the player is out of heals, and that gives them victory royale number 2 in game number 5. Going into game number 6, this is their most stacked game of the day. They have Mr. Savage and Mongrel in their game. They have Queasy and Thomas. They have Trippern in their game. They have so many incredible teams, and they end up getting contested, which is absolutely terrible for them, because with them having such a widespread split drop, if they get any of their loot taken, that could be absolutely detrimental to their game. But as we know, they end up clutching up real hard in this one. While looting at their lake, Vico ends up spotting a player and very quickly takes out one player. The other player crash pads on top of them, and he is able to take out both here with such ease. Hopefully he is just getting the piece, able to have one fully eliminated, and they are just playing so well together here, just able to get the piece, play their angle super well, and there it is. 2 eliminations down. They actually opt to rotate into Reckless Railways, because since they had a good portion of their loot taken away and they have so many of these shield EMPs, they are going to go to Reckless Railways to be able to get this gold, and they are just able to get so much more loot here. Rather than just ignoring the fact that they had part of their split taken, it just allows them to actually recoup all of that lost loot, all of those lost heals that they would have had elsewhere, and get them back in this game. In their past games, they've had a lot of success in games that they ended up getting the forecast tower. So here, even though they see this duo based up on the forecast tower, they still know it's going to be worth it for them to push it, because they are an incredible team at fighting. So they know if they're just able to play this smart and get these 2 eliminations, they can be really well set up for the late game. Because forecast is such a good perk, it allows teams to use so much less resources, just sit in such better positions to just prevent them from being lobby focused, to where this fight is so worth it for them. After about 3 minutes of really patient box fighting here, Pinq and Vico are able to actually finally get one really big shot. Vico able to get in the box on this player here, and just able to finally get one knockdown, able to give them the player advantage, and now Vico able to very quickly take out the last player. And there finally is the second set of eliminations for them, and that also guarantees them the forecast tower, which will be an incredible benefit to them. After another mid-game, Pinq and Vico have once again made it to the end game, and like every other game, you can see that they are almost always cap mats. Their biggest thing is they are always refarming, and here Vico able to get an incredible shot on a player, able to take the wall, and there goes another player, able to pick up his 5th elimination of the game and get their team a medallion. With only 4 teams left, all full duos left in this game, Pinq and Vico find themselves box to box with another team on the low ground here. They are able to take a few shots, but unfortunately, nothing is able to come of it. They are able to rotate up on the high ground here, take a wall on another team, and just get absolutely beamed. And Vico with the burst SMG, just so many headshots there, able to take out 1, able to take out 2. This team is so good at fighting. It is now down to a 2v2 in their final game. Pinq right on top of them with the mythic Frenzy Auto Shotgun, able to take 2 incredible shots to get 1 elim, and he goes down, but Vico is there to pick up the final elimination and give them their 3rd victory royale of the tournament, to give them 3 wins out of 6 games to end up in 1st place. After those incredible 3 final games, that ended up putting Pinq and Vico at 369 points, 32 points above second place, which was Cammy and Seti, one of the best teams in EU of all time. So if you want to know how to play like Pinq and Vico to where they were able to get 3 wins, win half of their games, their biggest secrets were make sure always to have your mats refarmed. They were constantly refarming throughout the game. Also, they are just insane fighters. They know exactly what to do in every situation. If you want to play like them, just always be smart. Take smart rotates, rotate Z dead side, and have your mats refarmed, and just practice your box fighting. They are just such good fighters to where they're able to take down any team. And if you do those 3 things, maybe you could win week 2.